Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Steve Beal with GTV Sports coming to you from Lions Field in Goffstown for today's varsity baseball game between the Goffstown Grizzlies and the visiting Salem Blue Devils. This afternoon, we got a nice day for baseball, about 65 degrees. There is a nice breeze from the northwest, blowing 10 to 15 miles an hour, which might help some balls towards left field. Goffstown enters play today, coming off of an extra inning loss in 9 innings to Timberlane on Monday. Lost 3-2 and dropped to 3 wins and 6 losses on the season. They're playing against the Salem Blue Devils, who are 0-8 to start the season. They were supposed to play Timberlane yesterday, but that game was rained out and rescheduled until next week. So today we've got Goffstown hosting Salem. Goffstown looking to get back in the win column, and Salem looking to get their first win of the season. They'll be batting first, as they are the visiting team. We'll go down the Salem lineup here to start. Batting first is number 4, the center fielder, Trevor Domenico. Batting second, number 1, the right fielder, Brandon Wall. Batting third and catching, number 2, Nick Robertson. Batting fourth, the DH, number 21, Noah Poulin. Batting fifth, playing first base, number 10, Kyle Moniz. Batting sixth, Jake Champagne. He's number 11, playing left field. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 3, Cooper Ribato. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 8, Ryan Allard. And batting ninth, number 24, the second baseman, Tom Dion. On the mound today for Salem, he's not hitting, but he is pitching, is Dylan McMenemy. He's number 9. Goffstown on the hill today will have Miles Green, number 20. He'll be throwing to Liam Kilbreth, the catcher, number 1. Defensively around the infield, you've got number 13, Cam Kozak at third. At number 5, Connor Hyzak at short. Number 11, Clay Campbell at second base. And Colin Burke will be playing first base, number 21. From left to right in the outfield, Bob Doherty, number 8, playing left field. Will Susi, number 9, in center. And Ben Dodge, number 6, in right field. Jared Heidenreich will be batting for Burke in the lineup. So Burke plays first base. Heidenreich will be DHing. As I said, a little bit windy today. Blowing some stuff around here in the booth. And umpires have had their meeting, and we'll get started here shortly. Miles Green on the hill, right-handed pitcher, number 20. I believe the starting pitcher for Salem is also a right-hander. And we're just about ready to go here. Number 4, Trevor Domenico, the center fielder, watches the last warm-up pitch and the throw down to second. Gets ready to step in, right-handed batter. So Miles Green is the everyday third baseman, sure-handed infielder. He's on the mound today, so that gives Cam Kozak an opportunity to play third. The rest of the defense is pretty standard as far as the typical lineup goes, and we're ready for the first pitch of the game. Here it comes from Green. First pitch is up high for a ball. The 1-0 is swung on and fouled off down the right side and out of play. Here comes the 1-1. That misses down low, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to Domenico, the leadoff batter for Salem. That's in there for a strike. 2-2. Salem wearing their blue jerseys. Goffstown in the home whites. 2-2 pitch on its way. That's swung on and hit to the right side. Campbell goes to his left, picks it up off the hop. Makes the throw to Burke at first, and that was a close play for a rather routine ground ball. So there's one out in the inning. And that brings up Brandon Wall, the right fielder, left-handed hitter, number 1. First pitch to Wall is in there for a strike. 0-1. Certainly like to see that as a pitcher getting ahead in the counts. Green comes with a pitch, has a breaking pitch in there for strike 2. Way ahead here. Green winds, brings the 0-2. Another breaking pitch. A little bit of a check swing, but he could not hold up. And there's quickly 2 men out. Here's Nick Robertson, the catcher, number 2. Right-handed batter steps in. We're in the top of the first inning at Lions Field. No score here. Green with a pitch, misses low with the ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Here it comes. Swung on and fouled off right at the plate. Looks like it got Robertson off the top of the foot maybe. Inside of the foot. Man, that does not feel good. In my playing days, that might be the worst injury I had. I was pretty lucky with as far as injuries go. But, man, that hurts. All right, so Robertson takes a few seconds to regain his composure. He's got a 1-1 count, 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the first. Miles Green on the hill, winds and fires. Comes over the top of the, looks like a breaking ball that stayed high, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike, the number 3 hitter for the Blue Devils. Here comes, there's a line drive hit to the left side. Hyzak gives a little jump, can't come up with it. And that's in the left field for a base hit. That's a clean single for Robertson. Got a good hitter's count, 2-1, and delivered. Here's Noah Poole on the DH. Green goes to first, or fakes to first. Noah Poole, the designated hitter, number 21, right-handed batter. He's got a runner at first with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. There's a soft breaking ball. It doesn't break, and it misses up and in, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Salem looking to put something together with 2 outs here. There's a throw to first from Green. Robertson back easily. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs, runner at first. Top of the first inning. Here's the pitch, and that's pulled foul. You can't be much more ahead of a pitch than that. He literally pulled that almost directly behind him. It's actually difficult to do. Count even at 1. 1-1. Here it comes from Green. Pitches down. Swung on and fouled off at the plate. For a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pulling it bad here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Robertson's at first. He's singled with 2 outs. Top hand line drive just eluded Hyzak's leap into left field. Green goes to first. Runner gets back easily. Ben Dodge in the background there, going towards the line to back that up. Green sets and fires. There's a high breaking ball, and that's fouled off. Straight back. No harm done. Count remains 1-2. Green looks into Kilbreth for the sign. Liam Kilbreth, the catcher today. Comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a breaking ball hit into center field. That's going to be a base hit. Susie picks it up quickly on one hop. But with 2 outs, Robertson got plenty of a jump off of that batted ball, and there's runners at first and second with 2 outs. Kilberth will go out and talk to Green here for a moment. So that's back-to-back singles by the 3 and 4 hitters for Salem. That brings up Kyle Moniz, the first baseman, number 10, another right-handed hitter. So we're in the top of the first, and Salem got a quick ground out and strikeout, 2 outs, nobody on, and then the 3-4 hitters have delivered back-to-back singles in Robertson and Poulin. Green steps off after getting the sign. He's going to reset here. Runner at second base. That's what the visit, I'm sure, was about, making sure they know the signs. Green comes set. Here's the pitch. That ball misses in. Ball 1. Kyle Moniz batting for the Blue Devils here with runners at first and second and 2 outs. Here it comes. That pitch is hit to the left side. Kozak goes over to his knees, makes the play across the infield, and gets the out. Nice play there by Cam for the 3rd out. So we're going to go to the bottom of the first with no score. Salem had 2 on. They get no runs on 2 hits. No errors and 2 men left on base. So Green working in the first. Gets out of a little jam there. Throws 19 pitches. Two hits, 1 K, no walks. So as we said, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. So now we see number 9 out there pitching for the Blue Devils. That is Dylan McMenemy, right-handed pitcher. He's going to be facing Connor Hyzak leading off, followed by Clay Campbell. Batting third will be Bob Doherty. Batting cleanup is Will Susie. Batting fifth, the DH Jared Heidenreich. Batting sixth, the third baseman who just made that play to end the inning, Cam Kozak. The pitcher, Miles Green, bats seventh. The catcher, Liam Kilbreth, bats eighth. And Ben Dodge, right fielder, batting ninth. So we go to the bottom of the first inning with no score. Goffstown coming to bat. They're looking to get into the win column here. They're 3-6, sitting in the tied for the 17 spot in the division right now, which is outside of the playoff rankings. Top 15 will make it, and it's, you know, you think, oh, 3-6, it's early in the season, but we have officially hit the halfway mark. The other thing is, a lot of these games have been postponed for several teams, and there's going to be a lot of games played this week and next week. So a lot of ground could be made or lost. Somebody will gain, somebody will lose, and some will stay right where they're at. But Goffstown's got games today, tomorrow, and Friday already looks pretty iffy as far as weather goes. And then they've got 4 games next week as well. So a lot of baseball to be played in a short amount of time, and a lot of standings to be determined. So here we go. Connor Hyzak, the batter, leading off the bottom of the first for the Grizzlies. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball in there for a strike. Pretty good pace. Pitch was up a little bit, but it's called a strike. McMenemy winds and throws. Pitch misses away. Ball 1. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch is in there for a strike. Strike 2. Hyzak kind of turned into that like it was going to be inside, and then it broke across the plate. So you've seen the curveball here, third pitch of the game. There's another one. That's grounded to the left side. That takes a couple of big hops, almost like on an AstroTurf infield there. Amazing how hard this infield is, considering how wet it's been this spring. But that bounces through with that second spin, second hop with the top spin. And Hyzak bounces a single through the right side, or left side, I'm sorry. And there's a runner on first for Clay Campbell. Here's the pitch to Campbell. That misses down low, ball one. So Hyzak leads off the inning for the Grizzlies with a single to left. A couple hopper that just picked up speed with the topspin and got past the shortstop after the left third baseman couldn't cut the ball off on the playing short on the grass. Throw to first is not much of a threat as Hyzak gets back. We're in the bottom of the first inning here. Goffstown versus Salem, Lions Field. No score as of yet. Hyzak led off with a single. Campbell at bat with a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. And misses for a ball. 2-0. So this is where, as a batter, you really want to get a pitch that you are comfortable driving. And if it's not there, I say let it go and hunt for another one. A little discipline. 2-0 count. Hyzak's running. Pitch is a breaking ball way up high and away. No chance at Hyzak. The throw goes down anyway. But Hyzak stands in there with a stolen base. And the count's 3-0 on Clay Campbell. Yeah, I didn't move the camera over there, so I apologize. 3 balls, no strikes. Here it comes to Campbell. Pitch is right in there for a strike. Count goes to 3-1. Hyzak at second base. He singled and then stole second. McMenemy comes set for the Blue Devils. Time is called. Catcher's going to go out and talk to the pitcher, who's got a runner on second base. Maybe just making sure the signs are what they think they are. That's the catcher, Nick Robertson, back there taking control. All right, here we go again. 3-1 pitch coming. That pitch misses down low to Campbell. That's ball 4. So just like the top half of the inning, 2 runners on. Except this, for the Grizzlies, there's 2 on with nobody out. Salem had 2 on with 2 out. So runners at first and second. A single and a walk to start this is Bob Doherty at the plate. Number 8, the left fielder, batting third. Big chance for the Grizzlies to jump out on top here at home. Got a 2-2 record here at home. That pitch is a breaking ball down and away. That gets past the catcher and goes to the backstop. He literally dove to his right and was unable to come up with that pitch. That's a wild pitch, allowing both runners to advance. So now, not only is it 2 runners on, there's 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out. Doherty goes down to get a sign as the coach comes out to talk to the starting pitcher, Dylan McMenemy. He's only 9 pitches into his outing. And you might be able to hear the wind across the microphone here, stirring up a bunch of dust in the booth. But he's only 9 pitches into his outing, and there's a visit there quickly. Get him back on track, McMenemy. He got ahead of Hyzak 1 and 2, and then Hyzak bounced a couple hopper just perfectly placed between short and third for a single, and Campbell walked. Here's the pitch to Doherty. That pitch is swung on and popped up to the right side. First baseman goes back on the outfield grass, just on the lip of the outfield grass, and records the out. So that is not going to get a run home. And this has been something that's been snake biting the Grizzlies. They get runners in scoring positions and they're swinging early in counts in some cases, or just not making solid contact. So there's 1 out. Will Soucy at the plate, number 9, the center fielder. Second and third, 1 out now for the Grizzlies. The pitch to Soucy is hit towards the left side. That's on the ground, hit hard. That gets through into left field. Hyzak scores standing up. Campbell comes around to third. He'll be held there. And Susi on the first pitch, as he's prone to do, singles into left field, driving in a run, and the Grizzlies are on the board. The ball was hit hard. It's very difficult to pick up where the ball is being hit off the bat here with the sun shining directly at us, but I'll try to keep up with the camera if I can. So first and third situation, 1 out, Goffstown up 1-0. They throw to first, and he's out. Susi, I don't know what he's doing. That's just a straight move to first base, and he's picked off 1-3. The old first and third, there's probably going to be a throw somewhere. One of my least favorite parts of baseball because it usually doesn't work, but what do I know? It worked perfectly for the Blue Devils. Heidenreich in the to bat. He serves the ball down the right field line. That's well over into foul territory. The right fielder goes over and makes a nice catch right by the bullpen, and he's down on the first pitch. So Grizzlies they do get a run in on the Susi single, and then a pickoff, and then the next pitch a foul pop to the right fielder, and just like that, the threat is gone. So the Grizzlies do score a run, but it seems as though they might have let Salem off the hook there a little bit as they quickly excuse themselves from the bottom of the first inning. So Goffstown does get the 1 run on 2 hits. There were no Salem errors, and only 1 runner was left on base. And thanks to the last 3 batters, popped to first, singled and popped to right, and only faced 4 total pitches. So I don't know what they said at the visit to the mound, but McMenemy just after the visit got 3 outs on basically 2 outs on 2 pitches, even though one of them was a single. 12 pitches for McMenemy in the inning. Which is remarkable considering he gave up 2 hits and a walk. But this is something that's troubled the Grizzlies so far this season. They've had a hard time pushing runs across, and there's an example. First and third with 1 person out. They get the RBI single, and then get picked off and pop up. Anyway, top of the second inning, number 11, Jake Champagne, the left fielder batting, the right-handed hitter, facing Miles Green. First pitch of the second inning is in there for a strike. That pitch is swung on and fouled off right at the plate. We've seen a couple of those from the Salem hitters already. No balls and 2 strikes. Green way ahead here. 0-2, working from the windup, gets the sign. Here comes the pitch. That pitch is hit up high, but grounded to short. Hyzak goes over to his left and then just pulls up on the ball. The ball stayed along the ground, and Hyzak just pulled up like it was coming up on a hop and was unable to make the play. That's an error on the shortstop. The leadoff man is on. Cooper Robato, the third baseman, batting. Number 3 hits 1 foul. That's going to make the parking lot and just miss the vehicle there. So strike 1. Runner at first. Green goes to first. Burke puts the tag on him. That's a little bit closer than previous throws. Nobody out here. Top of the second inning. Goffstown got a 1-0 lead in the first, and Salem puts the leadoff man on the air from Hyzak, and there's strike 2. Called strike on Robato. Cooper Robato, number 3, the third baseman. Throw to first. Runners back safely. That's Jake Champagne who reached on the air. Tough play. Well, I don't know if it's a tough play. Hyzak had to go to his left, but just pulled up on the ball. There's a curveball fouled off at the plate. Got away from Kilbreth. Barely any contact there. Count remains 0-2. But Connor Hyzak's a good ball player. He's an above-average ball player, and that's a play that if you probably asked him, he makes that play 9 times out of 10. Pitch there is fouled straight back. With a faster runner, maybe it's a different story, but that runner was still only maybe 3/4 of the way down the line. Still a chance with Hyzak's arm to make that play. So, anyhow, we got counted Kilbreth with the pitch in the dirt. Gets a glove on it, keeps it right in front of him. Didn't know where it was there for a second. So the 0-2 count goes to 1-2. No advance by Champagne at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Top of the second inning here at Lions Field. Goffstown hosting Salem. Grizzlies lead 1-0. Salem has the leadoff man on here in the second. Trying to get back into this thing. Miles Green on the hill, comes set. Here's the pitch. That's down in the dirt, bounces well in front of home plate. That skips past Kilbreth. And Champagne moves up to second on the wild pitch. Count goes to 2-2. I can't even tell you how many times we've seen wild pitches and pass balls this season. That pitch is laced through the middle. Green almost gets hit by the pitch. It's in the center field. Soucy's on it quickly. Comes up with a nice, strong one-hop throw to the plate. That holds Champagne at third, so it's going to be first and third. Umpire checks to see if Green was hit. I believe that's what he was checking on. That ball was smoked back through the middle. So the first 2 men are on. So that ends up being a 7-pitch at bat with a single into center field. The ball was hit hard. Champagne was at second, but it was hit hard, and Soucy was on it quickly. So he's not able to score. Plus, they don't have anybody out. So if there was 2 outs there, maybe even 1 out, they might try to send him. But with less than 2 outs, guaranteed runner at third, they'll elect to play it that way. That brings up the shortstop, number 8, Ryan Allard, another right-handed hitter. He's up there bunting. He bunts it, and bunts it off himself. He literally bunted that off his own midsection. So he didn't miss the bunt. That was kind of a safety squeeze type of thing. Based on the coach coming down there to talk to him, I'm not sure that was the actual sign, but we're not sure on that. Either way, Allard remains the hitter. Did some damage to himself. You see guys get hit by pitches on bunts because they've squared around, but he actually bunted that off himself. Counts 0-1. Green comes set. Runners at first and third. Kozak looking for the bunt at third. Here's the pitch. He's swinging away, and he pops that one foul and out of the play to the right side into the parking lot. Count goes to 0-2. Salem looking to tie this thing up immediately after falling behind in the first, 1-0. They've got the first 2 men on here in the second, and they're at first and third. Here's the 0-2. That pitch is a great breaking ball up the middle. Hyzak is unable to come up with the ball at second base. He's claiming that maybe the runner got in the way. I don't think he did. I mean, they were both going to the same place at the same time. So that run scores. That's going to be another error. And there's runners at first and second. It brings up number 24, Tom Dion. He gets the bunt down. Kilbreth comes up, fires to first. That throws high. Campbell goes up to get it, comes off the bag, and doesn't catch the ball. And just like that, small ball pays off for Salem, and a run scores. Allard, despite reaching on an error, that's an RBI. There's no play at the plate. That run scores. Dion, though, he gets on an error with the bunt. That's going to be an E2, and the catcher and the throw, and the top of the order is back up. Number 4, Trevor Domenico, who grounded to second his first at bat. And Salem is up 2-1 here already, quickly, with nobody out. First pitch is dropped down the third base line. Kozak comes in. He's going to have to eat that. No play there at all. Domenico gets down the line quickly. Man, this stuff happens quick. So just like that, the bases are loaded. With nobody out, Brandon Wall struck out his first at bat. He's batting the right fielder. Looks at a strike. 0-1. Salem with 2 runs in. Every batter's reached so far this inning. And 3 errors on the Grizzlies. Off-speed pitch from Green misses. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Corners are in for the Grizzlies. Pitch from Green. Misses away. Ball 2. 2-1 count. And that misses as well. Ball 3. So Green in danger of putting a runner on with the bases loaded, which obviously would drive a run in. That pitch is grounded up the middle on a 3-1. Bouncer to Campbell. He boots it at second, and that's another error. That's the 4th error of the inning. That's going to be an RBI for Wall, only because they had no chance anywhere else. And the runners move up. And just like that, it's 3-1. With nobody out. And the bases are still loaded. Number 2 bats now, Nick Robertson. He singled to left his first at bat, just over Hyzak's glove. That pitch is swung on and fouled outside of third, strike 1. He was way ahead of that one. The pitch misses down in the dirt, ball 1. Pitch is hit to left. Doherty goes over and back, makes a fine running catch towards the corner. Tom Dion tags from third. He'll score. The other 2 runners have to hold up. So a sacrifice fly for Robertson is the first out. Here's Nick Poulin, who singled his first at bat. Looks at the pitch down low. Pitch is swung on and fouled back, strike 1. So this has not been a pretty defensive inning. First and second for Salem, 1 out. Here's the pitch. That misses up high, ball 2. Salem's put 4 runs on the board. 3 of those 4 runners have reached on errors. Have scored. That pitch is hit towards left center field. Susi goes over. That's going to fall. He grabs it on 1 hop. They're going to have to hold the runner up there as they weren't sure that ball was going to be caught. And that's a base hit. And they're loaded again. Brings up number 10, Kyle Moniz, the first baseman. He rips a foul wide of third. 0-1. Salem leads 4-1, but they've got the bases loaded, 1 out. Pitch from Green misses up high, ball, or 1-1, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases loaded. This is the 9th batter of the inning for the Blue Devils. Pitch from Green. It swung on and grounded off of, it looks like it hit Green. Campbell's going to apply the tag at second. There's no play at first. He's safe. And a run will score. That's a fielder's choice. So it looked like that ball might have hit off of Green. 1-4 on the put out for the second out. The other runners move up. Moniz with the RBI. And it's 5-1. So Champagne bats for the second time in the inning. Scoreboard is a real joy, I can tell you that, here at the ballpark. Runners at the corners. Champagne at the plate with 1 strike. He reached on an error to start this mess. 0-1. Pitch from Green. Misses high, ball 1. Pitch misses down low, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Runners at the corners for Salem. There's 2 outs. Pitch is hit to the left side. That's going to get by the diving Kozak into left field, and another run is going to score. And that's going to make it 6-1. Got a visit from to the mound finally. First and second now for Salem. But Goffstown has made 4 errors in the inning, and all 4 of those runners scored. So I don't know, I know Green hasn't had his best stuff today, but that's kind of hard to fight against, just constantly having outs not recorded behind you. Here's Cooper Rubato. He actually singled, ground ball back to Miles on the mound. He knocks it down, picks it up, and throws the first for the out. And that inning finally comes to an end. Play goes 1-3 on the third out. We'll try to tally that up here. We go to the bottom of the second. So, Salem comes up with 6 runs. They did have, 4 hits. But there was 4 errors by Goffstown, and Salem did leave 2 runners on base. So the first guy reaches on an error, next guy singles, the next 2 guys reach on errors. So right there, that's pretty close to a 1-2-3 inning. So all those runs are unearned. They sent 11 men to the plate in the inning, and Green threw, 6, 9, 13, 16, 19, 26, 29, 30. 4 pitches. I've got him at 53, 3 or 2. And just like, number 9, Dylan McMenemy was having his issues in the bottom of the first, and now he's got a 6-1 lead. So things change quickly. Here's Cam Kozak, third baseman, leading off. He takes a strike, 0-1. But Goffstown left runners on in the first. That could come back to haunt him. There's a ground ball right inside the line, picked up by the third baseman. He throws on the run. Throw gets by the first baseman. And Kozak reaches. That's going to be error on the third baseman. It was a tough play, but Cam doesn't run real well. And if that first baseman comes up with the ball, he's out. Here's Miles Green, the pitcher, looking to really help himself here. Runner at first, nobody out. He's up for the first time here. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch. It's in there, just inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Goffstown had a runner picked off in the inning in the first with a first and third 1-out situation, and then a quick out on a foul pop on a first pitch swing, and basically let McMenemy off the hook. Green takes that pitch away, ball 2. So Goffstown looking to get in it. It's the second inning. There's a lot of time left. It's a beautiful day for baseball. Green waits on the 2-0. Here it comes. Pitch is swung on and hit to the right side. Kozak takes a hop, skip, and a jump. Was not close to getting hit by the ball. He almost kicked himself into the ball, but it missed him. And that's going to be a base hit. So Green goes the other way. Pitch, and he hits it the other way. Here's Liam Kilbreth. So just like that, Goffstown first and second, nobody out, with a chance to cut back into that lead or deficit for them. First pitch to Kilbreth misses away, ball 1. McMenemy comes to the set. That pitch is down in the dirt. Ball 2. Here comes the 2-0. Misses up high, ball 3. (3-0) count, 2 on, nobody out. Ben Dodge waiting on deck. Goffstown trying to get back into this after a 6-run second for Salem. Pitch to Kilbreth misses down low. That's a ball, and the bases are loaded. So Kozak at third, Green at second. Got another visit to the mound. Kilbreth at first. Goffstown trails 6-1 here in the bottom of the second inning after giving up a 6-run inning in the second and top of the second inning. All 6 runs unearned. First 4 batters, error, single, error, error. And then if you want to go further, single, error. So just not a good inning. But as I said, there's a lot of time left and a chance for this offense to get back into this. McMenemy comes set. Here's the pitch to Dodge. He looks at a strike. 0-1. Pitch to Dodge. Swung on and fouled off. 0-2. Dodge stays alive with another foul ball. Count remains 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 again. Dodge looks at strike 3. Pitch looked like it was on the outside corner, I'm guessing. There's 1 out. That brings Connor Hyzak to the plate. He bounced a single into left field. His first at bat, a couple hopper that picked up speed as it went. Now he's got a chance to get Goffstown back into this. The base is loaded, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Hyzak. He's swinging at the first pitch and fouls it straight back, strike 1. Hyzak had the bases loaded late in the game the other day against Timberlane and grounded out on a fielder's choice. Pitch there is fouled off to the right side, and that's going to get beyond the fence, out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Connor didn't look too pleased with himself that he didn't make better contact and do something with that last pitch. Let's see what he's got. 0-2 here. See if he can battle back into this count, into this at bat. Kozak at third, Green at second, Kilbreth at first. They were there with nobody out. Dodge struck out. They're there with 1 out. Here's the pitch to Hyzak. That pitch is down low, hit towards the middle though. Shortstop comes up, makes a nice play, steps on second for the out, but is not able to retire Hyzak down the line. So he'll get a fielder's choice RBI, but with a 6-2 lead now, I think Salem's content with trading an out. 6 unassisted on the second out. The shortstop picked that clean. That brings Clay Campbell to the plate. Runners at first and third. Campbell walked his first at bat. Pitch is up high. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So Kozak was able to score on the ground out, or the fielder's choice. 6-2. Goffstown gets 1 back. Count 1-0 on Campbell. He's got an RBI opportunity here. Oh, there's a move to first. Hyzak leaning again. I've seen that numerous times this year where he's leaning the wrong way and just sometimes he gets picked and sometimes he gets back. The other day, same thing happened, and the pitcher ended up throwing the ball past the first baseman. He got to third, but if it was a clean play, he would have been picked off as he was leaning the wrong way. Here's the pitch to Campbell. That misses for a ball, ball 2. So Goffstown has not been sharp on the base passes. It's not like they're pounding out hits with runners on either. So you really need to value the possession of the bag and the fact that you've got runners on base, and it's really cost them. Hyzak running, pitches up and into Campbell, ball 3. Robertson had a notion to throw, just held on to it. Hyzak gets in with a stolen base. Counts 3-0 on Campbell. First base is now open. Second and third. Pitch to Campbell, misses up high, ball 4. He flips the bat down. Looking like he might be a little upset he walked, but at this point, down by 4 runs. Base runners aren't a bad thing, but they've got to do something with them. They've got to make this hurt if they want to get back into this ball game. Trailing 6-2 here, bottom of the second. Bob Doherty at the plate, popped the first. His first at bat. Looks at a ball low. Doherty is first at bat. He had a 1-0 count with runners at first and third, or second and third actually, and popped up to the first baseman and nobody could score. So he's in a spot again to drive in runs. He's in the 3 spot. That's what he's there for. Let's see if he can deliver here. He's been good at it all season. Counts 1-1, 2 outs. Bases full of Grizzlies. Here's the pitch to Doherty. That pitch is way up high and in, ball 2. So McMenemy having a little bit of difficulty finding the strike zone here, with Campbell walking on 4 pitches and now a 2-1 count to Doherty. That pitch is grounded to the left side. Third baseman makes the throw wide of the bag. Second baseman coming across, somehow able to grab the throw and hold the bag. That's a big play right there. Retires the side. So that play goes 5-4 on the putout at second base for the third out, and the Grizzlies leave them loaded. They do get 1 run. And that was an unearned run because that led off the inning with an error. So they get 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error on Salem, and 3 left on base for the Grizzlies. They've left 4 already, trailing 6-2. Let's see, 1 run on 1 hit. I'm sorry, the only hit was the single by Green. An error and a couple of walks. So it's 6-2 as we go to the third. Miles Green back out there. Begin his third inning of work. Top of the third inning, Salem coming to bat. They batted around last inning and then some. Okay. McMenemy with 5, 13, 16, 20, 24 pitches in that inning. He's at 36. Green's already at 53, and I may have missed one. Ryan Allard, the shortstop, leading off. Allard reached on an error by his counterpart, the shortstop. He did get an RBI on the play, as a runner at third would have scored either way because they would try to go to the middle of the infield with the play, which is where the ball was hit. And that first pitch is swung on and fouled off way out of play down the left field line. Strike 1. Allard moves up to the front of the box. He was well ahead of that one. Here's the pitch from Green. Breaking ball misses high, ball 1. Or maybe a changeup, off speed in any event. 1 ball, 1 strike. Green works quickly. That ball misses 2-1. Here it comes. 2-1 pitch is hit down the left side, down the left field line. Towards the line, Doherty goes over and makes the catch. I don't know if we actually lose sight of Doherty there on the camera, but he did make the catch in fair territory. So Green comes back to get the out on 4 pitches, and that's the first out of the inning. That brings up number 24, Tom Dion. He reached on a throwing error by the catcher. He looks at strike 1. Green pitches, ground ball hit to shortstop. Hyzak's up clean with that one, goes across the first for the out. That's a little bit more how it's supposed to look. There's 2 outs. That play goes 6-3. That's what you want is Green. If you're Green, just quick at bats. Here's number 4, Trevor Domenico. He's grounded to second and singled. He put down I didn't actually see the contact, but he hit a little roller down the line and beat it out easily. Kozak fielded it, but had no chance. That pitch is served into the middle of the infield. Campbell goes over behind the bag and makes the catch. And that's a great bounce back inning for both Green and the Grizzlies. It goes a pop 4, P4 for the third out. And there's just an 8-pitch inning for Green. 61. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. 1, 2, 3 inning on 8 pitches. So we go to the bottom of the third. Goffstown trails at 6-2. But that's what you want if you're a Grizzlies fan, is a quick inning like that with a chance to get right back at bat and bite into this lead some more. Go to the bottom of the third. Goffstown has the 4, 5, 6 hitters scheduled here. Robertson with his throw to second. Skips past the bag. Will Susi will lead off. Susi singled on the first pitch he saw in the left with an RBI. I'm sure he would have liked to come up in the last inning because the bases were loaded when he was left on deck, and he'll bat here to lead it off in the third. McMenemy out for his third inning of work. That pitch misses up high, ball 1. Pitch to Susi misses down low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Goffstown looking for base runners here, trailing by 4 runs. Time is called here at the plate. Here comes the 2-0. He shows bunt. He's going to pull back here. There's no way he's bunting. That goes to 3-0. Somehow that square bunting makes the high school pitcher throw balls. That pitch goes all the way to the backstop on the fly. Susi gives a look at the pitcher on his way out of the box. And the Grizzlies have a leadoff man on. So they've had the leadoff man on all 3 innings. The first 2 times that leadoff guy's come around to score. There's a visit on the mound. And number 13 is going to come in to pitch here. 13 is John Olivo, right-handed pitcher. So McMenemy goes 2+. Responsible for the runner at first. He throws 40 pitches. And Olivo will take it from here with one on and nobody out here in the bottom of the third. John Olivo. Olivo. 40 pitches for McMenemy. He had one strikeout, allowed 3 hits, and 4 walks. And he's responsible for the runner at first base. All right, so Susi leads off on a 4-pitch walk. Jared Heidenreich, the batter, he fouled out to the right fielder on the first pitch he saw with the bases loaded in the first. Or, I'm sorry, first and third. He had first and third. The first pitch was not a pitch. It was a throw to first, which picked the runner off, Susi. Then the next time he threw the ball was to Heidenreich, who fouled out down the right field line. So here we are. Pitch misses wide, ball 1. New pitcher Olivo comes in, throws the ball, kind of slings the ball from down on a lower angle here, lower arm angle. So that might be a little difficult on right-handed hitters. Heidenreich in there with a 1-0 count. Kozak waits on deck. Susi with his lead at first. Oliva comes set and throws. That pitch misses low, bounces in front of the plate by about 6 feet. It was so short, in fact, that the catcher stood up and played it like a one-hopper. Threw down to first, but Susi got back easily. 2-0 count on Heidenreich. 6 pitches thrown in this inning, all have been balls, 2 different pitchers. Here's the 2-0 from Olivo. Heidenreich looks at a strike. 2-1. Heidenreich's been hot as of late. Let's see if he can stay hot here with a base hit. Here's the 2-1. Susi's off on the pitch. Breaking ball misses up and in. Susi slides into second with a stolen base. Susi with a steal. Heidenreich looks at a ball, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runner at second. Nobody out. Here it comes. And that's going to be a strike. Little delay on the call there. Heidenreich thought that was inside. But you're not going to show the home plate umpire up. And he rung him up here with a delay call. There's time called by the catcher, Robertson. He's going to go out and talk to the pitcher. Make sure the signs are good. Although the signs seem fine on the last pitch, as you got a called strike on the inside corner, or maybe even off the inside corner. Either way, 3-2 count on Heidenreich. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. He slings a breaking ball up and in. Heidenreich ducks out of the way. Ball comes back, almost a strike, but it stays inside for a ball. He was definitely fooled on that pitch badly. Like I said, that right-hander slings the ball kind of from a across the body angle down lower. Here's Kozak. He reached on an error by the third baseman. He hit a ground ball wide of third. Third baseman made a nice play on it, threw on the run, but still had time to get Kozak, but the throw was wide and pulled the first baseman wasn't able to field it cleanly, so Kozak reached. And he ultimately came around to score as that ball misses down low, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Kozak at the plate. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there. Slow curveball in there for a strike. One ball, 1 strike. Here it comes. Fastball misses. Ball 2. So Goffstown trying to get back into this. They're down 6-2 here in the bottom of the third. First 2 men on here in the third inning. There's a fake to second. Everybody remains calm and nobody gets picked off. That's a good start. Here comes the pitch. Kozak looks at a strike. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 on, nobody out. Bottom of the third here at Lions Field in Goffstown. Grizzlies are trailing the Blue Devils 6-2. The chance to cut back into this deficit here. Here it comes. Kozak swings, hits a ground ball towards the left side. Runner goes in front of the shortstop, which is where he's got to go. And shortstop ends up booting the ball, and everybody's going to be safe. So that's an error on the shortstop. That's a routine grounder. He just missed it. Probably took his eye off it as the runner cleared him. So Miles Green bats. He singled to right his first at bat. Bases loaded, nobody out. Pitch is in there for a strike. (6-2) Salem. Grizzlies threatening. Here's the pitch to Green. There's a breaking ball, not hung on to by the catcher. Green stood in there and got a pretty good look at that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Corners are in for Salem. Middle infield playing for 2. Here's the pitch from Olivo. There's a fastball in there for a strike. Count goes to 1-2. Looked like a pretty good location on that pitch. One ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Olivo comes set. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled off at the plate. Count remains 1-2. John Olivo came in to relieve Dylan McMenemy. Here's the pitch. Green checks his swing, but that's in there for a called strike for the first out of the inning. Here's Liam Kilbreth. Walked his first at bat, takes a strike. 1 out, base is still loaded here for the Grizzlies. Here comes the 0-1. That pitch is way up high, but swung on and missed by Kilbreth. A little anxious there as he chased the ball way out of the zone. Now the count 0-2 here. Ben Dodge on deck. Bases are loaded for the Grizzlies. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Grizzlies trail by 4. 6-2. Here's the 0-2 to Kilbreth. There's a fastball lined into the right center field gap. That's going to clear, bring 2 runs home anyway. Kilbreth on his way to second. Throw goes into second base, going to be cut off. Kozak is held at third. And I'm pretty sure that pitcher thought I could throw another fastball up high past Kilbreth and beat him. And Kilbreth didn't get the pitch up as high as the previous one. And Kilbreth delivers with 2 RBIs, a huge double to the gap in right center, scoring a pair of runs. Kozak goes to third on the play, and the Grizzlies have runners on second and third with still just 1 out. 6-4. Here's Ben Dodge, looks at a ball low. Robertson will go out and have a little chat with Olivo. That's ball 1. Dodge struck out looking his first at bat. Big hit from Kilbreth. Big double to the right center field gap. You could see what they were trying to do there, and with good reason. He did not get that pitch up there quick enough, and Kilbreth was all over it and looking for it perhaps. Pitch to the plate is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. What's going on? Mr. Santoro makes a visit. That pitch misses way up high. Ball 2. Feel free to help out. I'm doing 19 things here at once and not doing any of them well. Appreciate it. Pitch to Dodge is hit towards the right side. The second baseman picks that up clean, but that's going to get a run home. So Dodge puts the ball in play. Good things happen. It's the second out. But the Grizzlies put another run on the board. So that third batter reaching on an error comes up huge again. The errors have played a huge part in this game so far. But that brings Hyzak to the plate with a runner on third and 2 outs. First pitch to Hyzak is a 12-mile-an-hour curveball. Stays inside, hits him. I don't have a radar gun. I was just guessing. So Hyzak had singled, reached on a fielder's choice, and there he's hit by a pitch. First and third with 2 outs. Clay Campbell has come up with several runners on base here in this game. Another chance for Campbell to deliver, and we're going to have another pitching change. I'll tell you what, we're not going to go to a commercial because we don't have any. But that gives me a chance to try to catch up with all the doodling I'm doing in my scorebook. So Olivo only ends up facing, 6 batters. Walked one reached on an error, he struck one out, gave up the big double to Kilbreth, got a ground out, and then hit Hyzak. And that's the end of the day for him. Victor Lasorsa is now on the hill, right-handed pitcher, number 22. I'm assuming that's just a straight-up change like the other one was because they're all being hit for by the DH anyway. So Olivo only goes 2/3 of an inning and gives up a lot of stuff that'll add up later. Clay Campbell coming to the plate. He's got runners at first and third with 2 outs. Chance for the Grizzlies to tie this thing up with a base hit here. Now this right-hander throws right over the top. Very much different than the last pitcher, Olivo, who came across his body with a 3/4 type of a delivery.
So Steve, how's it been? How's everything going?
Things are good. Things are good. Trying to keep up with the fast pace of these high school games. People don't realize. I know you and I talked about this last year probably, but these games go quick. There's no commercials. There's no pitch clock necessary. Even, changes like this happen quickly, which is good because, can't be here all day, every day.
Especially when you're trying to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, just got a scorebook going, the overlay going, the scoreboard in the ballpark, the camera, and the broadcast.
That's at least 5. You're standing the whole thing.
I don't know. I had to stand up because after, you know how the sun is here, I'm sitting down looking into the sun. I can't even see the camera, let alone where the ball's going. So,
You know me, I could never sit down anyway.
yeah. But this is still a great place to do a game from.
Best spot.
I've been in the woods and trees. I've been all in swamps. I've been everywhere. First pitch to Campbell is in there for a strike.
See Tom French in his right field spot.
Yeah. Mr. French sitting out there in right field. You could see the flag moving out there. I don't know, maybe you can't see it. It's a long ways away and the sun's shining, but definitely wind blowing around today. 0-1 pitch coming to Campbell. Here it comes. That pitch is grounded right back to the mound. Stab on one hop for the out. So Lasorsa comes in, gets the third out on 2 pitches, makes the play on the ground ball back to the mound for the third out. But the Grizzlies do get back in this game, scoring 3 runs. There was a big double by Kilbreth on an 0-2 count. Pair of walks, an error, hit batter, and 2 left on base. So only the 1 hit, but it was a big one. And Goffstown trails 6-5 as we go to the top of the 4th inning. Although they have left 6 runners on base already through 3 innings. Mike, you want to jump in?
I'll just go up to say hi.
Yeah, you don't have to, but I'm just throwing it out there.
Seen you in a while.
Yeah, it's good to see you guys.
I said I'd been making the game, but tough with the new job. Just got here a little while ago, so
Well, glad you came by.
we were just down. I was down there, get a run for the day or get a little talk. Play games and kiss babies and stuff. So,
Yeah.
but I certainly miss it.
Well, if you were kissing babies, I should have got that on camera.
No babies here. I gotta be careful now. I couldn't leave or go sit out in the stands without talking to you first.
I appreciate that. Glad you came by.
I was hoping I'd be able to do something
That's all right.
Maybe during hockey season or something. If he starts to play hockey, I'll be at every game. So
There you go.
the hockey's a little later in the day, so it's fine.
Yeah, hockey games are a little bit easier just by the time of day.
All right, I'll let you get to it.
All right, good to see you. Take care. All right, folks, we go to the fourth here. First pitch from Green. He's back out there for his fourth inning of work. He's in there for a strike. Brandon Wall leading off here in the fourth. He's struck out and reached on an error today. Looks at a ball high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it comes. And misses wide ball 2. So Green had a real nice inning and bounced back inning in the third. Let's see what he can do in the fourth as the Grizzlies have got back into this game, just trailing by a run here, 6-5. That pitch misses down. 3 balls and a strike. Here's a 3-1 to the left-handed hitting Wall. Misses down low, ball 4. You got a leadoff walk. Exactly what you're not looking for if you're the Grizzlies. So Wall takes his place at first. First pitch to number 2, Nick Robertson, is a ball. 1-0. Robertson is singled and hit a sac fly. There's a line drive inside the third base bag. Kozak dives, not close. Wall going to third. That ball gets all the way by Doherty into the corner. Wall scores standing up at the plate. I can't even see Doherty from here, so I'm not exactly sure if that was misplayed. Based on Doherty's reaction out there, I think that was. And just like that, Salem has another run on the board and leads 7-5. That pitch is hit through the middle. Into center field, base hit. Soucy's on the ball quickly. They're going to hold the runner at third. So first pitch there is just ripped. So Wall scores. We're going to give Robertson a double on the play down in the left field. But there's not an RBI on the play because the ball getting past Doherty is what allows him to score. Because if he fields that ball, Robertson might come into second on a double behind the throw. But certainly not going to score on that with the ball right in front of him. Then number 21, Noah Poulin, steps in and rips a single to center field on the first pitch. So runners are at first and third. And there's nobody out. Miles Green still on the hill. First and third, nobody out. Salem has added a run back to their lead already. First and third situation, nobody out. Green comes set. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Kyle Moniz, number 10, the batter. He's grounded to third and reached on a fielder's choice. Pitch is fouled off at the plate, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Green comes set. Here's the pitch. That's grounded wide of third, foul ball. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runners at the corners for Salem. They've already got a run in the inning. It was an error that allowed the run to score, but it's academic as far as the earned run goes because the next pitch was lined in a center field for a base hit, so that run would have scored no matter what. Moniz ducks out of the way of a pitch that was not over his head and maybe was in the zone, very close to it anyway. Call the ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That pitch is hit to left field, hit pretty well. Doherty going back, Susie going over. He makes the catch in left center field. Runner gets halfway home and turns back around and comes back to third. I don't know what he's thinking there. There's no way in the world that ball, I mean, I guess you don't know as a runner that the throw is going to be way off the mark, but they had no chance of throwing him out at the plate. The throw was cut off in the middle of the infield, but Goffstown will take the freebie there, and the run stays at third. One out. Runners remain at first and third. Here's Jake Champagne. He reached on an error and singled in the second, both at bats in the second. We're in the top of the fourth at Lions Field. Goffstown trails 7-5 to the Salem Blue Devils. Here's the pitch. Champagne looks at it. Pitch inside, ball one. That pitch is ripped wide of third. Sounded like it hit the coach in the foot. Foul ball, strike one. Robertson's at third. Poulin's at first. Champagne at the plate. 1 for 2. Reached on an error and scored and singled. Pitch misses down and away, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Champagne's got an RBI today as well. Here comes the pitch. That's in the dirt, ball 3. This will be his 75th pitch, and that's up high, ball 4. That's going to load the bases. We're going to get a mound visit here. So Robertson's at third, Poulin's at second, Champagne at first. Riley Bello coming in to throw here. Bello's been the first man out of the bullpen here early in the season. He's done a pretty good job. So that is it for Green. He leaves with 7 runs on the board, and he's responsible for 3 more on base. Two hits and 2 walks in the inning, and he got the fly out. And those are the first couple of walks that he issued today. So it looks like Kozak's going to remain at third. Burke is still at first, so Bello's just in for Green. I'm assuming he'll be hitting there too, but we'll see what happens. Bello's finishing his warm-ups here. He's going to be facing Cooper Roboto. Roboto, the third baseman. He singled and scored and then grounded back to the mound to end that 6-run second inning. So we got the bases loaded here. 1 out. Salem at bat. Riley Bello in out of the bullpen in relief of Miles Green. Bello comes set. Here's the pitch to Roboto. That's in there for a strike. 0-1. Saw a little flinch by the batter there, so maybe some surprising movement on that pitch from Bello. Kozak and Burke are in close at the corners. A pitch from Bello misses down low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Robertson, your runner at third. Poulin at second. Champagne at first. Roboto at the plate. 1-1 pitch is hit to the right side. Dodge is in right field. He's under it. He comes up throwing. Here's the throw coming towards the plate. It's cut off by Burke. He throws the plate, gets past Kilbreth, but Bello does his job, backs up the throw, and prevents another run from scoring. So that was pretty well executed by the Grizzlies there. Medium depth fly ball. Goes as an RBI for Roboto. That brings up Ryan Allard. (8-5) here. Runners off on the third situation. Pitch gets past Kilbreth. Throws to the plate, slides in safely. That's going to be a pass ball. They pick off the runner at second. So the run scores from third on the pass ball. Salem ends up getting 3 runs in the inning. I'm just trying to play catch up here. It's 9-5. Bottom of the 4th inning. The runner gets cut down as the ball went past the pitcher, and they get him at second, 3-6. So all 3 of the runs end up scoring, which get charged to Green. So Green with 9 runs. None of the runs in the first inning or the second inning were earned, so only 3 earned runs out of 9. He ends up going 3 1/3. Let's see, how many pitches did he throw? 10, 11, 13, 18. For a total of 79. Bello threw 4, including the pitch that was inside to Allard. So Allard should be at the plate when we start the 5th. Oh boy, 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 Goffstown error. And they ended up not having anybody left on base because he got picked off. Number 22 back out on the hill, Victor Lasorsa. He's facing Bob Doherty. He's 0 for 2. Popped the first and reached on a fielder's choice. First pitch is hit towards left field pretty well down into the corner. A catch on a fair ball. I don't think we could see it because it's down in that blind spot. So that goes as an F7. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here's Will Susi. Singled and walked. Scored a run, knocked in a run, got picked off on a first and third situation when he was the runner at first. That pitch misses down in the dirt and away, ball 1. Grizzlies looking to get back in it. They cut the lead to 6-5 in the third and then gave up 3 more to go back down by 4 runs, trailing 9-5 here in the 4th. Pitch to Susi's grounded towards the middle of the infield. It's picked up by the shortstop. He throws the first. Susi beats it out. He beat that thing straight down to the dirt, somehow got past the pitcher. That's going to be an infield single for Susi, his second hit of the game. That brings up Jared Heidenreich. Heidenreich today fouled out to the right fielder and then walked. He's got a runner at first. 1 out. Here's the pitch from Lasorsa. Fouled off. Out of play and short hops a vehicle in the parking lot. 0-1 the count. Susi at first. Grizzlies trail by 4 here at Lions Field in Goffstown. 9-5, bottom of the 4th. Jared Heidenreich, the designated hitter at the plate with a runner on and 1 out. Here's the pitch. That's up high, even on Heidenreich, who's a tall young man, but that's even too high for him. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Grizzlies looking to just answer here. They answered in the 3rd and then came back and gave up 3 in the top of the inning here. Let's see if they can answer yet again. Here's the pitch. Soucy's moving on the pitch. The pitch is high and away for a ball. Throw down to second base. Is short hop, not fielded cleanly, and Soucy was in safely anyway. So ball 2 to Heidenreich. That's a stolen base for Soucy. So he's 2 out of 3 on the bases. Picked off once and has 2 stolen bases. So 67%. It's not the major league average, but anyway, here's the pitch to Heidenreich. That misses down low, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike here. Robertson going out to the mound again. It's a good thing there's no keeping track of visits to the mound in this game, because I think we'd be getting close to exceeding any limits. Heidenreich with a 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's up high, ball 4. That's going to put runners at first and second with 1 out. Cam Kozak coming to bat. So Heidenreich walks for the 2nd time. Kozak reached on an error both times. Reached on an error by the 3rd baseman and an error by the shortstop. He's 0 for 2, but he scored twice. Pitch is in there for a strike. Good pace on that fastball from La Sorsa. 0-1. La Sorsa, number 22, gets the sign. He comes set. Here it comes. That pitch is grounded towards the left side. That's going to get through. They're going to hold Soucy up. He looks like he wants to run through the stop sign. Decides better that he probably should stop. Probably a good idea that he did. Kozak comes through with a base hit to left, so he's reached all 3 times now with a little help from the Salem defense. That's a single to left field, and the bases are loaded. Here's Riley Bello batting for Miles Green. He's batting for the first time today. Pitch misses for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Green was 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. Corners are in for Salem. Pitch to Bello is up over his head, ball 2. So Riley, who's been pretty solid out of the bullpen this year, he did allow the 3 runners to score when he came into the game that he inherited. Or 2 runners, I'm sorry. 1 had already scored. Pitch to Bello there for a strike. So he hasn't had a lot of plate appearances. See if he can get something done with the bat here. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 4th here from Lions Field. Aiden Ayala warming in the pen for the Blue Devils. Pitch to Bello is hit down the right field line. Nice play by the first baseman. He scoops it on the dive and throws to the plate to get the force out. Nice play by Moniz over there at first base. That's one of the situations where a first baseman having the glove on the left hand actually served him well. So that play is going to go 3-2 with the plate. Bases will remain loaded, but now there's 2 outs. And Liam Kilbreth steps in. That pitch misses up and in, ball 1. It gets by the catcher. Heidenreich comes in to score. makes it 9-6. That pitch misses, ball 2. That was a wild pitch that Heidenreich scored on. Second and third here, 2 outs. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Kilbreth has walked and doubled. 0-2 pitch, he doubled to right center field last time. Here's the pitch to Kilbreth, swung on and fouled off to the right side and not a play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Goffstown trying to get back into this. They were trailing 9-5 to start the fourth. They put 1 across here on a wild pitch. 9-6, Kilbreth at the plate. Here's the 2-2. Pitch is down in the dirt, ball 3. Nice stop by Robertson behind the plate. So if Moniz doesn't make the diving play over at first base, playing on the grass on Bellows' ground ball hit inside the line, this could be a tie game already. But he made an outstanding play, got the force out at the plate. Goffstown still has a shot to put some runs in here. Second and third, Kilbreth looks at ball 4 down low, and that's going to reload the bases with 2 outs. So Kilbreth coaxes the walk, loads the bases. So he's at first, Bello at second, Kozak at third, Ben Dodge at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Struck out and grounded out. Here's the pitch. Dodge hits a ball to the right side, picked up by the second baseman, throws the first for the out. And that ends the threat. The Grizzlies leave the bases loaded again. That play goes 4-3 on 1 pitch. The third out. We go to the top of the 5th. Grizzlies trail 9-6. So Goffstown ends up getting 1 run on 2 hits. 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors. There was a pair of walks, and they end up scoring just the 1 run. The key play of that inning was Moniz at first, making that diving play to get a force out at the plate. 2-3 on that play, and that was a big, big play. Riley Bello back out there for his second inning of relief work as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Grizzlies trail 9-6. La Sorsa goes 3, 8, 10, 21 pitches in that inning. And he threw just, 3 pitches after he came in the previous inning. There was a couple pitchers used in that. In the 3rd inning for Salem. So Goffstown has left 9 runners on base through 4, 8 in the last 3 innings. Bello is going to be facing Ryan Allard, who was at bat when Jake Champagne got caught trying to advance on a wild pitch that ended up, or a pass ball that allowed a run to score, but heads up defense by the Grizzlies cut down the 3rd out. So Allard will bat here to start the 5th. Looks at a ball high, ball 1. Pitch to Allard, misses inside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. We're in the top of the 5th inning here at Lions Field in Goffstown. Grizzlies trail 9-6 to Salem. The Blue Devils looking for their first win of the season. That pitch misses, ball 3 from Bello. So 3-0 count on Allard here leading off in the fifth. Allard today reached on an error and flied to left. He's over 2, but he did score a run. 3-0 pitch is in there for a strike. He's leading off from the number 8 spot here in the fifth. Tom Dion is scheduled to hit next. That pitch is hit towards the left center's gap. Susie goes over and back a couple of steps and makes the catch in left center field for the first out of the inning. So gets down 3-0, comes back, and gets a fly to center. For the first out. Number 8 coming to bat. Or number 7, I'm sorry. Number 7 is Zach Praviti. He's pinch hitting here for Tom Dion, who is 0 for 2 but scored a run reaching on an error. Praviti looks at a strike from Bello, strike 1. They call him Prev. Hyzak goes to his left on the grounder up the middle, fields it clean, comes across, makes a strong throw to first. And there's 2 outs. That play goes 6-3 for the second out. And here's the leadoff man, Trevor Domenico, in there for a strike. Domenico is grounded to second, singled, and popped to second. First pitch or second pitch, grounded to second. Campbell's up with a clean, goes to Burke for the out. And we go to the bottom of the fifth. That's a nice inning from Bello on the mound there. We go to the bottom of the fifth with the Grizzlies trailing 9-6. 4-3 on that last play. On a couple of pitches, so Bello ends up throwing only 9 pitches in the inning. So 13 for him. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on for Salem there in the fifth. All right, so Tom Dion re-enters at second base. Number 24. And so Zach Praviti, the pinch hitter, is done for the day. So we go to the bottom of the fifth inning here. Goffstown trails 9-6. Top of the order coming up here. Connor Hyzak. He is singled, reached on a fielder's choice, and been hit by a pitch. He's got an RBI and a run scored. Looking to see if Goffstown can get over the hump here. They fell behind. They were up 1-0 after 1. Gave up a monster second inning with 6 runs after they committed 4 errors in the inning. All 6 runs were unearned. Fell behind 6-1. Ended up cutting it to 6-2, 6-5 over the next 2 innings. And then they got it to 6-5 and allowed 3 more runs. To go down 9-5, they scratched 1 back last inning, but left the bases loaded again for the second time in 3 innings. So let's see what they can do here in the bottom of the fifth as Hyzak leads off. Victor Lasorsa is back out on the hill. This is his 3rd inning of work and relief. Here's the pitch to Hyzak. That bounces in the dirt, ball 1. Goffstown 3-6, looking to get another win. Salem 0-8, looking to get their first win, and they've got the lead here in the fifth. Pitch to Hyzak, misses down low in the dirt. Ball 2. 2-0 pitch here. Hyzak going to be looking for something that he dreams about hitting here. Pitch is up high. That's hit towards center field. It's hit pretty well, and that ball is out of here. Connor Hyzak takes it over the right center field fence just to the right of the 321 mark. And that is a solo shot for Mr. Hyzak. I believe that's his first home run of the year. I believe I heard Colin Burke, the first baseman, say, why couldn't you do that with the bases loaded? So I wasn't going to say it. He said it for me. So Campbell hits the first pitch to the right side. Second baseman comes up with a clean and throws him out on the first pitch. So 4-3 on the play. Campbell makes the first out. He had walked twice and grounded back to the mound. So there's one out here in the fifth. Goffstown gets one run back on the home run from Hyzak to right center field, just right of center. Doherty's up there swinging at the first pitch. Goffstown in a hurry to get out of here. Pops it into center field. Center fielder comes in, makes a fine sliding catch to retire Doherty. That's Trevor Domenico sliding in on one knee there to make the catch. So that goes as a fly out to the center fielder. And so after the home run, Grizzlies go 2 outs on 2 pitches. Here's Will Susi. Singled, walked, and singled. He looks at a strike one. So Hyzak homers. Campbell grounds out on one pitch. Doherty flies out on the next pitch. Susi with an 0-1 count. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-2. Susi having a good day at the plate. He's knocked in a run. He's scored a run. He's been on base all 3 times. Grizzlies trail by 2 here, 9-7. Pitch is down in the dirt. Ball 1. Good take by Will there. Susi looking to get on for Heidenreich. 2 outs here in the fifth. Here's the pitch. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. Swung on a miss by Susi. Misses the ball, hits the dirt, throw down to first, and they get the out the hard way. But the put out coming 2-3 on that one. Goes down as a strikeout. But Goffstown gets one back on the Hyzak blast and trail 9-7 here as we go to the 6th. That was a tough pitch from LaSorsa there. So despite the home run and the run, Goffstown gets one run, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. And LaSorsa only had to throw 9 pitches. So he's at 33 in his 2+ innings of work, 2 1/3. All right, so we've got a 9-7 score. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Salem coming to bat. Riley Bello back out there for another inning of relief. Goffstown has received 7 walks and has 7 hits. And they've got 7 runs, but they still trail by a pair. So you wouldn't think those things would add up to a 2-run deficit with numbers like that, but today they do. So we go to the top of the 6th inning, 2-3-4 coming up for Salem. That should be Brandon Wall, Nick Robertson, and Noah Poulin. Wall, the right fielder, struck out, reached on an error and scored, walked and scored. So he's 0 for 2 with 2 runs scored. He's got an RBI as well. Robertson on deck. He's 2 for 2 with a single, double, and a sac fly. Got an RBI on the sac fly. Did not get an RBI on the double, but the misplay by Doherty and left allowed the run to come around from first to score. So here we go. Bello on the hill, top of the 6th. Goffstown trails 9-7. First pitch to Wall is up high, ball 1. Left-handed batter waits. Bello delivers up high, ball 2. Bello winds and fires, and that he's up high. He's got to bring that down a little bit there. All 3 pitches been roughly the same elevation. Count goes 3-0. Wall looking all the way. Takes a strike for 3-1 count now on the leadoff batter here. He's leading. He's the number 2 batter in the lineup, leading off here in the 6th. Pitch from Bello, swung on and missed. Strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. Leading off the 6th. Salem leads 9-7 here. Looking for their first win of the season. Time is called at the plate. All right, now it appears we're ready. Bello winds and fires. A 3-2 pitch. Just misses away, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on for Salem here in the 6th. That brings Nick Robertson. He singled, hit a sac fly to left, and then doubled down the left field line. First pitch to Robertson, misses high, ball 1. So Bello having a little bit of a hard time bringing that pitch down right now. He needs to maybe follow through a little bit more, bring that pitch into the zone. There's a pitch up high. It's popped towards the left side of the infield. Hyzak going over, calls it off, and then drops the ball on the outfield grass, throws to second to get the out. Looked like he ball got behind him a little bit and dropped in front of him or to the side of him. And, of course, the runner at first has to hold up because that's an out all day long. And then it ends up going as a fielder's choice. That pitch is hit the left side in the air. Doherty goes over towards the line. First pitch, he backtracks, makes the catch. Runner at first is not going tagging on the play. So Goffstown getting some help there. So 6-4 in the first out. Hyzak recovers from the missed pop-up and gets the runner at second, or the base runner at second. Poulin on the first pitch flies to left for the second out, and that brings up Kyle Moniz. He's swinging at the first pitch. And that's in the middle of the diamond. Bello comes in. He makes the catch right on the mound. So I don't fully understand why these things happen the way they do. But then again, I just graduated high school, so I guess I'm not subject to it. So the third out of the inning there is a pop-up on the hill to Bello. Makes the catch. So just as quickly as that materialized, it goes away. So Bello walks the leadoff man. Next batter pops up to shortstop on the edge of the outfield grass. He ends up not catching the ball despite being under it. Hits off his glove, bounces on the ground. He picks it up, throws to Campbell at second alertly to get the force out for the first out. And the batter reaches on the fielder's choice, and the next 2 pitches are a fly to left and a pop to the pitcher. So Salem looked like they were in a hurry to move this along as well. So Bello ends up only throwing 10 pitches. He's at 23 in his work. He allows no runs, no hits. There was no errors and 1 runner left on base. So we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Grizzlies still trail 9-7. And we've got number 14 on the hill. That's Aiden Ayala. He's the 4th pitcher of the day for Salem. Umpire's explaining the changes that happened. I'm not privy to that information. So there's a lot of stuff happening. Looks like maybe the DH is going away. And that the source of the going to catch maybe. So it looks like 22. LaSource is going to catch for Robertson. I can't imagine they took Robertson out of the game. I don't know where he's playing, if he's playing, because they lost the DH, it sounds like. We'll figure it out. Either way, Jared Heidenreich is leading off here in the bottom of the sixth inning with Goffstown trailing 9-7. Heidenreich has flied to right and walked twice, scoring twice. Here's the pitch from Ayala. That's down in the dirt, ball one. Ayala just into the game. Comes with the pitch, and it's in there for a strike to Heidenreich. 1 ball, 1 strike. Goffstown trails 9-7 here. That's an off-speed pitch left high, ball 2. Here's the 2-1, misses wide, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to Heidenreich. Here it comes. Pitch is in there. Heidenreich swings and fouls it right off at the plate. Count goes to 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Leadoff man here in the bottom of the 6th. Goffstown trails 9-7. They were ahead 1-0 back in the first, and they've been behind ever since the top of the second, trying to get back in and take the lead here. That pitch misses down low, ball 4. Heidenreich reaches on a walk for the 3rd time. Cam Kozak comes to the plate. Kozak has reached on an error, reached on another error, and singled. 1 for 3, scored a pair of runs, looks at a strike. Pitch is grounded to short. It's hit hard, and he can't come up cleanly with it. It bounces off his glove towards center field, and that is going to be an error on the shortstop. So Kozak is on an error, reached on an error now for the 3rd time today. That's hard to do. E6 on the grounder. He hit it hard. The shortstop had it lined up and just didn't make the play. So 1st and 2nd with Riley Bello squares the bunt. He gets the bunt fouled off at the plate. Strike 1. So first 2 are on. Walk and an error. Grizzlies with a golden opportunity to cut into the lead or even tie this thing up. Bello squares the bunt. 0-1 pitch is bunted off the front of the plate. Rolls foul and then comes back towards the line, picked up by the first baseman just before that rolled back into fair territory. That was close. I know that the Grizzlies worked on bunting all day yesterday at practice before the rain shut them out of there, but they're 0 for 2 on bunt attempts here today. So 0-2 count to Bello. Runners at 1st and 2nd. Aidan and Ayala on the plate, on the mound. He throws a pitch up high. That's grounded out in front of the plate by Bello. He hits it about 12 feet and works just like a bunt, moving both runners over. 2nd and 3rd. So the play, nice play by the catcher coming out from behind the plate, gets the out 2-3. 2-3 for the first out. Runners at second and third for Kilbreth. Kilbreth swings and fouls off the first pitch. 0-1. Kilbreth's had a big day today. He's walked, doubled, and walked. Knocked in 2 runs with his double to the right center field gap earlier in the game when he was behind on an 0-2 count. Swung at the second pitch and over his head, missed it. They tried to go up there again. He roped it into right center. There's a pitch in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. Lasorsa stays right at the plate. Count goes to 1-1. No advance for the runners. We got Heidenreich on base at third. Kozak is on at second. There's 1 out. Goffstown trailing by 2 runs. 9-7. Pitch to Kilbreth is swung on and fouled off out of play to the right side. That probably finds the river. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Goffstown's had base runners all day long. It's still trailing here, looking to come back and take the lead. Kilbreth grounds it to the left side, past the diving third baseman. Shortstop's up with a clean. He throws the first. That's a base hit for Kilbreth. He beats that out. The throw gets past the first baseman, goes to the fence beyond the dugout, and the run comes home to score. So that's going to be an infield single for Kilbreth and an RBI driving in Heidenreich. Kozak ends up coming around to score on the throwing error by the shortstop. I don't know why he threw that ball. He had no chance whatsoever at getting Kilbreth down the line, who runs pretty well. And the ball was not hit hard. It was hit deep past the diving third baseman. And 2 runs score, and the score is tied at 9-9. Here's Ben Dodge, the batter. 0 for 3 on the day. He gets a bunt down. Fielded by the pitcher, throws him out at first on the first pitch. But that brings Hyzak to the plate with a runner at third. Kilbreth goes to third on the bunt. Sack bunt 1-3 for Dodge, second out. And Hyzak comes up with a runner at third and 2 outs. A 9-9 game. Let's see how much he's pitched to here. First pitch to Hyzak is in there for a strike. Strike 1. Hyzak homered to his last at bat. It's the right side of the center field 321 mark. Hit a high line drive. Here's the pitch to Hyzak. The 0-1 is down and away. Gets away from the catcher, but not far enough for Kilbreth to score. Count goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Tie ball game here in the 6th. Hyzak at the plate. Here's the 1-1. Pitch misses away, ball 2. Hyzak has singled, reached on a fielder's choice, been hit by a pitch and homered. 2 runs scored, 2 runs knocked in. He's got a chance to put the Grizzlies in the lead. Here's the pitch to Hyzak. That's pulled wide of third, foul. Way out in front of that one, got that off. It sounded like the end of the bat. He was that far ahead. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Aiden Ayala on the mound for Salem. Here's the 2-2. Pitch is an off-speed pitch, pulled well foul by Hyzak. Liam Kilbreth, the runner at third, he hit a ground ball past the third baseman to deep short. Beat out the infield hit. The throw to first went wide of the bag and allowed him to get to second. Hyzak hits a ground ball to the short. It's past the shortstop into left field. That's a base hit. Kilbreth is going to score standing up. And Hyzak delivers with a big 2-out hit. And the Grizzlies take a 10-9 lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So just when they've struggled to push runs across, they continue to get base runners today. Hyzak delivers there with a hard ground ball single into left field. No chance for the shortstop. He picks up his 3rd RBI of the day, and Kilbreth scores to take the lead 10-9. Good piece of hitting there from Hyzak, stayed patient. Campbell shows bunt, pulls it back. Hyzak's running, the pitch is taken for a ball. Hyzak gets the steal. Oh, the scoreboard. It's the third stolen base of the day for Hyzak. He's now in scoring position. Campbell swings and pops it straight up. That's coming back towards the plate. The catcher had no idea where it was. Okay, that was not La Sorsa catching. That was Noah Poulin, maybe. All right, anyway, we're going to go to the top of the seventh inning with the Grizzlies leading 10-9. Hyzak delivers with the RBI single with 2 outs. And the Grizzlies hold a 10-9 lead going to the seventh. That last play on Campbell is P1, pop up to the pitcher for the third out. But the Grizzlies find a way, excuse me, somehow to score 3 runs on 2 hits. There was 2 errors actually, 2 big errors, both by the shortstop, and 1 runner left on base. So Goffstown ends up scoring 3 runs to take the lead, 10-9. We go to the seventh. Riley Bello back out there for another inning of work. He's going to be facing, well, I have no idea who's coming up because of changes that have been made. We'll just call them out as they come. Should be Champagne, Roboto, and Allard, the 6, 7, 8 hitters. So Poulin went from DH to catcher. I think that's what happened. Which means the pitcher would be hitting for himself. But I'm not sure what position he would have gone to. So we'll see what happens. I can see with my own 2 eyes that number 11 is leading off for Salem. That's Jake Champagne. He's been in the lineup all day. He has reached on an error and scored, singled, and walked. He's got an RBI, a run scored, and he's facing Riley Bello here in the seventh. Bello delivers a strike, 0-1. Grizzlies have taken the lead for the first time since the first, 10-9. That pitch is hit in the air towards the left side. Kozak goes over, Hyzak goes over. Hyzak calls him off. He makes that catch. No mishap on that pop fly like there was last inning, and there is 1 out. Nice quick out for Bello and the Grizzlies there. That's a pop to the shortstop. First out of the inning on 2 pitches. Number 3, Cooper Roboto, has singled, grounded back to the mound, and hit a sac fly. 1-0 pitch is lifted in the air to the right side. That could be trouble. Campbell goes back out on the outfield grass and makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. So that's going to go as a pop to the second baseman, P4, also on 2 pitches. And we're going to have Ryan Allard, number 8, the shortstop, come to bat. He's reached on an error, fly to left, and fly to center. There's 2 outs in the 7th inning. Grizzlies 1 out away from pulling off a come-from-behind win. Pitch from Bello misses up high, ball 1. One 0 count to Allard. Here's the pitch. He looks like he wanted to start his swing, held up. It's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on, top of the 7th inning. Here's the pitch to Allard. Bella misses up and away, ball 2. Bello winds and fires. Pitch misses up and in, ball 3. 3-1. Tom Dion on deck, the number 9 hitter. But I'm sure Riley would like to end it here. Here's the pitch. 3-1 count. Misses high, ball 4. Dion comes to the plate. That's a walk to Allard. First pitch is swung on a miss, strike one. So Dion reached on an error, grounded to short, then he was hit for. He's back in the game here with an 0-1 count here in the seventh. Pitch, the runner's running on the pitch. The pitch is hit to the left side, foul territory. Isaac goes over and makes the play out of play, which we can't see, but that's a nice play. Bello ends up getting 3 pop-ups in the inning. That's a foul pop-up to the shortstop for the third out of the inning, and that ends the ball game. Goffstown leads this game 1-0 in the first, and then trails the entire rest of the way until the bottom of the sixth, where they score 3 runs to take a 10-9 lead. And Bello, with outstanding work, he pitched 3 2/3 scoreless baseball. He did allow runners that were on base that he inherited to score, but then he shut Salem down in the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th with outstanding pitching from the relief spot. Only threw 11 pitches in the 7th, 34 pitches in 3 2/3. Let's just have a quick look at this. He didn't allow any hits, walks, or Ks. He had 1 walk in the 6th. He had 1 walk in the 7th. So Riley Bello goes 3 2/3 innings of relief, allows no hits, no runs, walks 2, and picks up the win as the Grizzlies come in and come from behind to get the victory, thanks in large part to Bello shutting down the Salem offense. Salem falls to 0-9 on the season. Goffstown picks up their 4th win to improve to 4-6, give them a record of 3-2 now at home. They are on the road tomorrow. I think they're playing Nashua North, if I remember correctly. So that's a big win for the Grizzlies there. 10-9, come from behind win. Hyzak has a home run and delivers the game-winning RBI in the 6th. Huge day from Liam Kilbreth, who walked, doubled, walked, and singled, reached base all 4 times, drove in 3 runs, as did Hyzak. And the Grizzlies, in a very lackluster performance, they committed 4 errors in the 2nd inning alone, had another one in the 4th, and just seemed like they were trying to give the game away. I know they weren't, but that's what the defense looked like there for a while. Somehow overcome a 6-1 deficit and a 9-5 deficit and come back to beat the Blue Devils 10-9. So Goffstown will be back in action tomorrow. They're 4-6 now on the season. They're going to try again for the 4th time to win 2 games in a row. We'll see what happens tomorrow. And a great come from behind victory. Miles Green, who gets saddled with all the runs, he allowed all 9 runs. Only 3 of them were earned. And then Bello bails out the pitching staff with outstanding relief work and allows Goffstown to come all the way back from deficits of 5 runs and 4 runs at 2 different points in the game, even late in the game, down by 4 runs. Comes back and get an improbable victory here at Lions Field in Goffstown. So I'm going to say good night. We're into evening now. It's going on 7 o'clock. Go home and catch some Red Sox action tonight. And this is Steve Beal for GTV Sports saying so long. Thanks again to the Santoro family for stopping by for a visit. We miss Mike up here and calling games together. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Good night.